Hi. Um, I want to start making YouTube videos. I guess this is just a trial run. Oh, I forgot to turn off the radio. So, I'm going to sit you right here. I'm going to get out of bed. I turned off the radio. Yeah, I'm smiling. Today I was a little sick, but, I got through it. I'm here. So, I wanted to start reading because I don't think enough people, especially children, they don't get read to. So I got the Holy Bible, King James Version. I also use the New International Version. But I really like the sound of the King James Version. And I'm going to start at the beginning. The first book of Moses. A peppermint in my mouth. One of the things that bothers me is people quote verses at you that they've heard, or maybe they just went to that verse. When you're in church, and this is a program from the church I used to attend. It closed down. And the program will have the responsive reading, and it'll tell you which one to go to. So, you go to church every Sunday, you're going to get 52 parts of the Bible. And it's cyclical. So each year, you'll have basically the same things. Easter is the Easter story. Christmas is the Christmas story. Mother's Day is the story of Hannah and how she gave her son back to the Lord. It's a routine. And that's good. The word religion basically means something you do religiously every day. Religion really the word religion in and of itself has nothing to do with Christianity or Judaism. When somebody says, what is your religion? Is really, what do you practice every day? You could say eating was a religion. But anyway, let's get to this. The first book of Moses, commonly called Genesis. Chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Okay? And so this is like 16th century English. The English form is Shakespeare. And, they're using words. Firmament is land, or, in one case it's sky. And when it says the earth was without form and void, that means there was nothing there. Okay, so one of the things that's very important is to read the King James Version. It was compiled between 1604, finished in 1611. And then we go on later and we have different versions which really give, as the language is updated, more fuller meaning. But if you want to read it as it was first read it, you must get the King James Version. Okay, and we go on, verse 9, again in Genesis chapter 1. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth. So the firmament is the sky, and what divides the waters from the waters is earth, land. Not the planet, but earth as in dirt, land. And the gathering together of the waters called the seas, and God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. So he's saying an orange tree is not going to give you apples. And the apple fruit, the fruit of the apple tree, okay, is going to contain the seeds that will make more apple trees. You know, you can't plant apple seeds and get orange trees. Let's see. Verse 12, chapter 1. And the earth brought forth grass. Verse 13. In the evening and the morning were the third day. So on the third day, God made provisions for us to have sustenance, which is eating, from the earth. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years. So he's talking about the stars, the sun, the moon. Okay, and you know the moon doesn't have its own light. The moon simply reflects the light of the sun. And the firmament is heaven, not heaven, the place where God lives, but the sky. So you're getting these words and you're getting these terms, and I hope, you know, one of the biggest drawbacks in having that hour, 2 hour, even 3 hour church service, it's really not that much teaching, you know, and I think that it's beneficial to me to go over it word for word. So I think you only get 10 minutes on YouTube, so let me go on. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also, so sun and moon, and to rule over the day and over the night, and divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. So the stars, the sun, and the moon are going to dictate the passage of time and regulate the seasons. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Sun and moon made on the fourth day. Food, third day. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creatures that have life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. So the first, if that's a good trivia question, what's the first animal or mammal mentioned in the Bible? And the answer would be whales. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So man is in charge. Humans, not just man, humans. And fowl is F-O-W-L. That means anything that flies. Okay, that's a bird. And verse 29, chapter 1, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Chapter 2, verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day, and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his works which God had created and made. These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth when they were created. Generate, not like a generation, like a group of people, but to make, to generate. Okay? And let's stop there. Let's see how the recording is going, to see if I can upload it on YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a little old lady sitting in my bed trying to heal and recover, and reaching out to the world to give what I have, and hopefully you'll think it's the best of me and you'll return the same thing in kind. I love you. My name is LaVonda R. Staples from St. Louis, Missouri. Good night.